you have these friendships that come and go. You have these friends on Facebook and suddenly you get unfriended
Right.
or something like that. How does that play into the internet safety for kids?
Well, it's we call it the BFF syndrome. Best friends forever, right?
Right.
And that's in middle school, in order to qualify as someone's BFF, you have to know them for a really long time, and that equates to about 3 weeks. Right? I mean, in the middle school, so if you're best friends with somebody for 3 weeks, as far as you're concerned, when you're in the 6th or 7th grade, that's forever. You're going to be best friends forever, and you're going to tell that person everything, and you're going to share your passwords, and you're going to share,
They share their passwords.
Oh yeah, they share their passwords with their friends because they're so trusting.
Right.
And then 3 weeks later is when they have the fallout.
Right.
And then your BFF is no longer your BFF, and they have complete access to your internet profiles, to all your files, to all of your personal documents, pictures, videos, whatever. And what happens a lot is, and this is what we call cyberbullying, and this is when somebody, for example, this is just one possible element, but they could take their friend's password, change it, locking their friend out of their own profile. And now they've got complete access to a profile that, everyone thinks belongs to Janny Lisenby, but really Frank Griffiths is behind the scenes, changing everything, making all kinds of horrendous statements about Janny and her sexual preferences, or whatever the case may be, to harass and humiliate you. Right? And so that happens so frequently, and we try to tell kids, don't do that to each other. Don't give your passwords out to begin with, and try to help the kids protect themselves, but the parents really have to stay on top of it because it invariably happens. No matter how many times you tell a 12-year-old not to share your password with your BFFs, they do it anyway. Yeah. And then 3 weeks later, they find themselves being the target of this kind of bullying and harassment.
Now, isn't it also true that, say, the 12-year-old, same 12-year-old who shares his or her password with her friends, also posts all their personal information, their address, their phone number online?
I think kids are getting a little bit more savvy to that and understanding the dangers there, because there has been such a push from the law enforcement community and child advocate community to try to educate kids. Don't do that. Don't put your address out there, your telephone number out there. Don't put all of your personal information out there, because I think kids are starting to realize maybe that there's an element of society that will exploit you and take advantage of you and hurt you if you give them that chance.